instance, I have a hard time imagining people getting so up in arms over The Evil Dead, which on certain levels is even more violent and was certainly seen by a lot more people.
Well, you know, Evil Dead was a comic book, you know, which was, it was a great movie. It's the best, you know, Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2, I even like more. You know, Maniac has a kind of a documentary quality to it. It was shot on location in New York. It was shot on Super 16, so it has that, you know, grainy kind of newsreel feel to it. Plus, I think a lot of the intensity of the film comes from Joe Spinell. I mean, his performance is very intense, and what's also interesting about it is somehow he manages to create, I think with the audience, and maybe you guys agree or disagree, but I think there's a certain empathy for him. He seems to be a very tortured soul, and which makes what he does even more disturbing.
Yeah, it certainly illustrates the fine line between empathy and sympathy, because sympathy we don't have, but empathy, for sure.
Yeah, he's a very tortured soul. In fact, what was interesting is if you watch, when he was sitting on the bed, there's a moment where he starts rocking back and forth. Do you guys remember that? He's kind of doing this. Where I lived in New York and where I had my office was in my living room. Across the way from my office, there was another apartment building where you could easily see inside the windows. And Joe used to be fascinated. He would sit and watch this boy sitting on an edge of a bed, rocking back and forth like that. And he was trying to, you know, figure out what was up with this. Is this an autistic kid, or is this somebody, you know, what is his situation? He was really riveted to watching this guy and this boy. And so he incorporated that in his character, was that body movement. You know, we don't really know what it is, but it's just interesting.
Yeah, a friend of mine does that. He plays a guy in my band. He does that a lot.
Yeah.